Hey guys, I'm Chill Out with Sub-07 and welcome back to Let's Play Super Monkey Ball 2. Last time, we unfortunately decided that giving a monkey a gun was a good idea and we spent the rest of the episode trying to get it back from it. This time, it's World 9 time. We've made it to space and it's time for the space colony. This is Serial Jump. Enjoy the music while I try and do a dumb trick. That worked? Let's go. So yeah, it turns out you can actually just straight up cheese this and hit the red goal way down there. I learned that recently. Shoutouts to GDQ for teaching me that. This is Cross Floors. Space Colony has a really cool aesthetic because, you know, space. But this is also where things stop messing around. If you are not a speedrunner, these stages can really give you trouble. This stage especially can be a nightmare. There's a lot of hard back and left. Or hard back and forth, I should say. Spinning saw. Alright. This one, pretty easy, actually. Like, you don't even need to do much of anything with this one. This is probably the one gimme of this stage. Just charge headlong into it. And it's pretty safe. It seems kind of scary because it's spinning, but you really don't got much to worry about otherwise. Chipped pipes, though. This one's different. This one we have an option for green goal or regular goal. I'm gonna go for green goal though, because it's actually a fairly easy stage. At least in my opinion. What we're doing essentially is we're running down the half pipe. So long as you keep carrying your momentum and don't try and slow down, you should be fine. And your reward is 4 bunches of bananas and the green goal for your troubles. Pretty nice. Now this stage, in my opinion, or this world I should say, is one of the more interesting ones in that this is the end of expert mode. That does not necessarily mean this is the end of story mode, though. We're not done after this, as you can probably imagine, because there's still a dotted line connecting this triangle of stages to something else to the right. As for this stage, though, this stage just sucks. This is flat maze. I'm really bad at doing the speedrun tactic for this. But yeah, I think this stage is interesting. I don't think I'm particularly good at some of those stages here, but it's definitely interesting being the last part of expert. For a lot of people, this will feel like the end of the game, but there's a lot more to it other than that. Alright, I can't do this the speedrun way. I'm gonna do it my way. Like, some of these stages are genuinely pretty hard, so keep that in mind. Like flat maze here, this one actually, while difficult if you're trying to do it normally, has a lot of skips you can do if you're careful. Like this. I need to stop saying, watch this, and then fail miserably. I need to just rely on apathy. That's what I normally do anyway. As you probably imagine from what I was doing earlier, you can actually bounce off the ramp right into the goal if you're careful about it. I'm not good at timing that, so I'm going to try my trick, which isn't as fast, but ooh, is still pretty fast and saves you a lot of time in this stage. Doing this stage normally is basically putting everything on the line to get to that goal. Alright, the guillotine. This one is crazy though on a speedrunning perspective because you need 3 frame-perfect inputs for pause buffering. Essentially, these 2 spinners, you need to hit one of them as it's going up and fly all the way to the goal. It's crazy looking. So I'm not gonna bother with that because 1 frame perfect is hard, 3 is ridiculous. But this is definitely also when the level design goes from pretty cool to really impressive. Like, I'm consistently impressed by just the amount of weird ideas they get for the level design in Monkey Ball 2. This is when it really just goes all out. I suppose, technically speaking, this is basically just a blender, but it's still pretty funny looking to me. Wait to cycle. There we go. Always best to wait to cycle because otherwise this thing will catch you when you're trying to go up. Oops. I thought I was going to be low enough to avoid that, but I guess not. Well, I gotta say, what the fuck is up with the story for this game? Like, I know Monkey Ball's story doesn't really matter, but god, we go so many weird places, and the justification for half of them is so weird. I love it. It's absolutely ridiculous what kind of nonsense they come up with to justify getting to all these worlds, especially inside the whale. Just like, oh yeah, we caught him, but we were stupid and weren't looking, so we got eaten by a whale. Like, it's great. I love it. I love excuse plots when they're just willing to accept how ridiculous they are. Anyway, this is Corkscrew. We actually have seen a similar stage to this back in Monkey Ball 1, but this one's a lot wider. There's still holes though, so be careful. Go for a sick roll down. Watch out for the holes though, because that happens. This one is definitely a stage where you gotta be careful with how you're positioning yourself, because one bad spot can roll you right out. This is essentially a much scarier version of Coaster from way back in World 2. Because yeah, we're gonna run with another one. Uh-oh. Oh. Got it. That was close, but we managed to recover it, so that's the important part. Ah, orbiters. This one's neat. Pretty much just different layers of the floor are going to be flipping, so long as you're careful with where you move, it's not that big of an issue. Like, go now. Oh god. Okay, somehow did not get screwed over by that. I'll take it. Twin Basin. This one looks kind of hard, and it kind of is, but I think the hardest part is actually the start of it. I don't know why, but this thing is so far away from the main part that you have to just barely make it. Pretty much trying to just get to the top of here. There is significantly less space. The bananas are your guidance, but it's not too bad. Last but not least, to end off our adventures in World 9, we have, of all things, air hockey. You ever play that one, like, 4-player Pong-ish minigame from Crash Bash or whatever? That's what this is. The funny thing about this, though, is the puck moves at a very set path. So if you move at a very specific arrangement, you can just catch it as it's going. I believe we're supposed to do it like this. Missed it. But yeah, it'll always be moving the exact same pattern when it starts, so if you're careful, you can miss it again. Come on, let's do this. We can do this. Just like that. And there we go. That is World 9 down. So let's advance that plot and find out what the hell we're doing now. This is it. My ultimate revenge. I'll teach you a lesson you'll never forget, Ai. I'll shoot this no more banana taste laser beam onto the planet. All bananas will taste like curry. Well, that's just rude. That means you'll never be able to taste the flavor of bananas again. Forever! What a tasty tactic. Time to push the button. Preparing beam. Energy charge 0%. Charging. So yeah, that's what this interior is from. It's actually the interior of the space colony. Okay, everybody, let's destroy this space base and silence Dr. Badboon. Glare at the evil. Up, poo. Let us cooperate. Yeah, woo. Magical spell is poo. I don't know if we needed that spell given that we already got into space, guys, but that's fine. But anyways, World 10 is the final world of the game, and fascinatingly enough, it is exclusively stages in story mode. There is no corresponding stages to challenge mode for this world. These are all unique. But that's gonna do it for us for now. Next time, on Let's Play Super Monkey Ball 2, you know where we're going. We're going back to minigame mode. Because next time, we're going dogfighting. Turns out monkeys figured out how to play Star Fox as well. Oh god. Till next time though, ice out.